Oh, what if Deku was betrayed? Part 3. Yo, last night I didn't want to record. Not gonna lie to you, so I chose not to. Instead, I just chose to iron out some details. I just recently posted this thumbnail on YouTube right now where I said some shit because, I'm trying to think. I really kind of wanted him to do vigilantism, but at the same time, I'm like, how about we do a little bit of both? Anyway, back to the what if. As last off, last time I had Deku body everyone from UA except for Jean. Yeah, I rewatched and I read the comments in the second one, and I rewatched my first one. Yeah, Jean Todoroki after Jean Grey because of the Phoenix Force. I can't believe I fucking forgot that. Damn. But then again, my mind is wild and chaotic, and nothing is actually real, and I constantly am trying to break free from the Matrix. Back to the what if. Yeah, let's go with the perspective of Chimera, and you know what? I can't believe I looked it up like a week ago, and I already forgot. Hold up. Slice, because it's such a basic ass name. I thought it would have been cooler. Yeah, Chimera, Slice, and Mummy. They are poached by Dabi to join in Izuku's crew. Now, I bet you're wondering, how would this work? What about Nine? Isn't he going through his phase? Well, yes. But here's the thing. It's simple. When Nine comes out, he'll come out, he'll meet Izuku, and to put it simply, if Nine wins, Nine wins. If Izuku wins, then Nine joins. Yep, Izuku won't kill Nine because he's just saying, nah, too useful. Yeah. Deku being able to do something very unique in this one. Due to his connection with the Phoenix Force and all of its previous users and their powers, he taps into the psychic connections from the previous Jean Grey and Emma Frost, because they were both psychics. He closes his eyes and he would access the happiest memories of Slice, Mummy, and Chimera, bringing them up to the surface, and, well, they would trust Izuku. They would know that Izuku does want a better life. He would show them the memory of how Ida abandoned him and betrayed him, his own best friend. It was insane. He came to his rescue, and he would abandon him still, blinded by rage and hate. Izuku understands that, not everything is good in this world, and not everything can live on. There are some methods that might be needed to handle someone, and, well, it's a burden to be that person, but it's a burden he'll gladly take. Now, Izuku does tell Nezu about his little organization. In fact, how he had two names between Quirk Force and X Corp. As X Corp, my bad. As Nezu looks at them and saying they're both interesting. Let me know what you pick. I'll support you. As Izuku is known by people now around the world because of Melissa Shield. There's a controversy about the power that was chosen, quote unquote, chosen into Deku. So, yeah, no, he will meet Melissa soon, but don't worry about that. As, back to the what if, as Izuku, he would, I guess you could say, be surprised. Now, why are he surprised, you might say? Well, when Chimera came back to the house, he had something that Izuku wasn't expecting. He got a call by Chimera saying, hey, some shit went down at the 8 precincts and I had to leave. Killed a few of their guys. I'm uninjured and I'll be back soon with something. Okay? Izuku was expecting like the quirky racing serums or formulas. No. He brings a little girl. Izuku's just like, hey, I think you used the wrong word. What? As, Izuku casually walks up to Chimera, as Chimera's just like, oh god, oh god, oh god, he's gonna be mad, he's gonna be mad, he's gonna be mad. As Izuku just, flicks him on the nose, but not hard, like an actual, like, flick, like you would for a dog. As Chimera's just saying, ow! As Izuku's saying, you said something. This is clearly a little girl. And Izuku goes down to one knee and saying, hi, I'm Izuku, what's your name? As, she's a little bit scared, but Izuku, calmly would stick out his hand as she reaches out. She would grab his hand, as Izuku would lightly use his telekinesis to cause Eri to float while he shakes her hand. He's now standing upright as she's floating, and she's just like, whoa, what the? As, she gets scared, so her quirk activates, but Izuku's just like, hold up. As, with one hand, flame emanates from his hand, and Eri thought he was going to burn her, but no. The electricity, the energy that was cackling off of Eri just disappeared. Izuku, it might have seemed weird, but in order to stop Eri's quirk like this, he used the Phoenix Force's, full telekinesis and mental link to go, like, activate the part that, to go to the brain that is activating her quirk, and then tell it to stop. So it stopped. Izuku even tells her, sorry if I scared you. It's just the flames are kind of part of my power. As he then also looks at all the scars that Eri has, Izuku looks at Chimera and he's saying, so, might want to explain this to me? As Izuku would, with Eri casually just casually just floating, she's moving and kicking her feet as she realizes that's how she can move. And Izuku's saying, it's like swimming. It kind of made you free from gravity. How do you like it? As Eri's just like, whoa. As, she does a flip, but then is stuck upside down. As Izuku, with his telekinesis, puts her back into the right side. As, he's saying, so, what's your name, little one? As she's saying, my name's Eri. Ah, Eri. Well, like I said, I'm Izuku. This is my friend Chimera. This is Slice, and this is this is Slice and Mummy, and back there is Dobby. As, Dobby would step out. Dobby. Just imagine without the birds, but black hair and blue eyes still. As she walks out, and she's saying, hi. As, Eri smiles at her and waves. As Eri points out, like, they're like opposites. Huh? Eri would point out, like, she has blue eyes and black hair. But Eri has red eyes, and, like, I'm just, in the manga, I thought it was white, and then in the anime, it's like a palish, bluish, grayish thing, so I'm gonna go with white hair still. So she's saying, well, I have white hair and red eyes. You have black hair and blue eyes. As, Eri would smile at this, as Izuku's saying, yeah. In fact, Dobby is gonna be like your big sister from now on. As Dobby's looking at Izuku, just like, I already have sisters. True, but you don't ever visit them, so you need some practice, and Eri needs a sibling. As Eri smiles, saying, I've never had a sister before. Oh wait, she wouldn't know how to smile. My bad. Retracting those, a few seconds, as Eri looks at Izuku, and just calmly saying, but I've never had a sister before. As Izuku's saying, well, here's the thing, little one. As he gently lowers Eri to the ground, as Eri, Izuku's also kneeling down, so it's eye level. Izuku tells her he doesn't really stop the whole family at blood relations. He understands that, you might have been told that because you're related by blood, you're instantly indebted or bound to them. But Izuku reassures her that there's no such thing. That's not real. It's a shackle that we made to guilt trip some people, make them feel bad for not always wanting to help us or not being able to help us. But it doesn't make you a bad person. There are moments where you won't be able to do everything you would want. I've had those moments. I've experienced many of those. I've experienced moments where I've put myself out for someone who I would call a brother, and he left me behind. Because although to him, I was just a friend, to me, he was my brother. Being betrayed by someone I was so close to, it was different. As Aries looking at him, nodding, as Izuku saying, "But you didn't hurt anyone. You just keep on getting hurt by people. And, well, that's not right. And as a hero in training, I'm gonna make sure that never happens again." As Izuku would use his telekinesis to cause 2 lollipops to come towards him. As he opens one, he puts it in his mouth. As he gives the other one to Eri, the one that's unopened. You sick fucks. Anyone who would dare think a Deku X Eri ship, I will burn you to the ground. Anyway, well, Child Eri. As we now go to the story with Eri, grabbing the lollipop. She opens it, and she sees it's blue. As Eri laughs and saying, "I like blue," as, she eats it as, yes, blue raspberry, and Deku has regular raspberry. The two share a heartwarming smile as, Izuku saying, "So, how about I be your big brother then?" As, he lifts her up. Not like physically lifts her up, not like psychic power lifts her up. He lifts her up with one hand as Eri smiles. As Izuku plays, she wouldn't know how to smile yet, my bad. As, Eri's just saying, "Okay," as Izuku places her on her shoulder and just casually would walk away. Chimera, Mummy, and Slice, they're like, "Well, that went better than I thought he would." As, Izuku, then as soon as he's out of the room, he tells them through telepathy, "Hey, I just read this kid's mind, went through the whole thing. We're gonna have to do a raid. But we may need some help. That overhaul bastard, one touch and it's game over then, right? Well, let's stack the cards in our favor before we go play a game." As mental link over, the 4 look at each other as they nod. They realize they're gonna have to come public soon with the new memberships. As, yeah, Dabi, she also has picked out 2 more members from the League of Villains who had recently joined. One who, he looked old as shit. And then the other one looked young as fuck, but they weren't. The man had a dream to be a hero that was crushed over and over again, but the other one was just like a fan who felt a connection to this man through his videos. Now, the reason why they're being accepted is, Izuku had watched one of the videos. He had done his research, and he had told Dabi to find them and invite them over. Izuku wants to give this man the chance that he never got, because he could see that this man, what he was doing was, claiming villainy, but his shit was trying to stir up shit, get people to notice things that weren't right. So he knows, guys, he's not a bad guy. He just got dealt a bad hand, and, well, Izuku, he also got dealt a bad hand. And he's going to make the better of it. So he's going to make the better of it with this man and his little weird raccoon sidekick. It's gentle criminal and la brava. So, yes, back to the what if. As now we go to Jean and Class 1A. They are, waiting for Izuku. It's been a few days now, and yet again, he's not showing up. Aizawa, who shows up with a clear mind, would announce to everyone that Izuku has officially resigned from UA. What? Hear me out. Him and Nezu have talked. And, Well, due to recent events and something, that phoenix energy that entered Izuku's body, it had it had previous wielders and hosts before. They're all going like, huh? As Izuku nods, Jean is hearing this and she's just like, what? As Izuku, no, not Izuku, but Aizawa goes to explain as he then says, yeah, so two of them had psychic powers. The Phoenix Force feeds on people, and the victim in each time would always die because they would always get corrupted by the power. But something changed when it crashed into Izuku. What do you mean? Rather than it being able to steal power from Izuku ended up accessing the previous user's powers, which wasn't something normally accessible. How do you know this? Izuku tells me things. He's pretty cool, actually. Zaizo nods as he thinks back to the Tree of Might. He's really cool. As Aizawa then tells him, so, that being said, the Hero Commissions has stated with this recent development and a upsurge of abilities not deemed as quirks because I can't erase them. What? Everyone shouted as Aizawa was saying, yeah, the powers that Izuku possesses, I can't erase. My eraser does not work. The flames, the metal armor, the telekinesis, the water manipulation, talking to aquatic beasts. Everyone's just like, wait, what? He can do all that? Yeah, there's a lot more he can do that I'm just not gonna say because I'm too tired. Me too. Anyway, as Aizawa looks at them, as then he's saying, right now, Izuku is going to be doing some tests and trials by the Hero Commission, and if it all goes swimmingly, well then, he'll get to have his own hero agency. What? Everyone screams out yet again, as Aizawa straight up says, me, Nezu, Midnight, and Hawks have all given our support to Izuku, backed up by the principal of the high school and 3 pro heroes. Yeah, the Heroes Commission. Fuck. I'm not trying to yawn myself, guys. I'm sorry, because it kind of breaks the story. But I don't do editing because I don't know how to edit. So that's why these videos are always just like one go. So back to the what if. As Aizawa tells them the Hero Commission wants to, see what Izuku could do with this power. He accessed the memories of the previous members and found out that, the last one, Logan, in an attempt to, reset, the scale, he had impaled himself with his own claws, cutting out his own heart, which the Phoenix Force, using the Phoenix Force to kill the Phoenix Force, would reconstitute itself and reform, but it kind of had a new resetted one. It would be a baby phoenix with the memories of its previous, lives sealed away. Ow, hit my fingers. So instead it would be like a wandering baby with a fuck ton of power that was just looking for something. All it knew is it needed someone to, bond to fully mature. If not, it would stay in its mental state of a toddler, of infancy. As, yes, it chose Izuku. Granted, Izuku was dying at the time, but rather than let it die, it just kind of restarted him due to Phoenix Force. They're looking at him like, wait, the Phoenix Force, is that what it's called? Yeah, well, that's what he's calling it. Okay, everyone then asks the simple question. Fuck. Wasn't trying to yawn, damn it. Everyone asks the simple question. So, what's going to happen to Class 1A now? Well, he then says, well, we're getting a transfer student. A transfer student? Ooh. Someone from this company that all my work with. You'll meet her later. Ah, fuck. I'm yawning way too much. As Aizawa looks at them, and then he's saying, now, pull out your books and turn to page 452. As everyone's just like, fine. As they get their textbooks and they study. Now, here's where things get kind of weird. Jean has, made weird connections with the Visages recently. She's had dreams, but these dreams were really weird because she would see herself in them. She would see the perspective of Izuku. She thought it was kind of weird, actually. She would see how Izuku would look at her and be in awe at the power that she possessed. About her being the daughter of Endeavor, having both his fire and the mother's ice, to be the perfect balance, hot and cold. She gives the cold temper, like she's cold shoulder, and she gets really pissed off. She becomes a fiery. As Izuku, he kind of is losing these memories. Well, at least the emotional connection to them. Which, that's what, I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of what happens to me. I can remember things that used to be happy, but then they don't feel happy. Like, there's just gone. Like, no emotional connection. Anyway. Back to the what if. Fuck you, yawning. Hello, Kitty. It's a kitty cat. Papa kitty cat. As, no, Jean. No, not Jean. I was on Izuku. Izuku. It's weird. He's experienced the lives of every other Phoenix Force user, from Jean Grey to the Phoenix 5, back to Logan. And it was weird because he saw how they were treated, how they each feared their power to some degree. Jean with her succumbing to the Phoenix Force and how it terrified her. Her psychic abilities being so powerful that Magneto and Charles, Professor X, would visit her at such a young age, terrified but in awe of her power as well. And then it would be the Phoenix 5. Neymar, Black Magic, Colossus, Emma Frost, and Scott Summers, or Cyclops, if you will. All of their memories and past experience. Now, I'm going to use the Colossus that grew up in Russia, because it's my favorite Colossus. And Black Magic, who was... Well, read the comic books of Marvel. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to link the Phoenix... I'm going to link something in the description for the Phoenix Force, for you guys. Back to the what if. As Izuku, there was something bothering him after all these memories. It wasn't the fact that he couldn't feel anything for his own. It was just the fact that what he used to feel now is just different. He's gained a lot more mental perspective. It was really weird. He's seemingly been reincarnated over and over again. That's what Izuku feels like. It's strange, as, he remembers he did technically die. Fuck. As Izuku thinks more, and he thinks more, and he thinks more, and he thinks more. His eyes start to glow red, as his hair turns red. It starts to flow like flames. The claws protrude from Izuku's hands. The Phoenix Force mark on the Phoenix emblem on his chest burns to life as flaming wings sprout from his back. Izuku, he's entered a special mental dive, if you will. He's in the deepest resources of the Phoenix, where he sees the Phoenix in outer space with him. He's confused. He's just like, are you? As the Phoenix just... As Izuku's just like, right, you probably wouldn't be able to talk. As the Phoenix just sits, well, takes a sitting like position because they're kind of floating in space, which is weird to Izuku. Which Izuku tries, but he does walk up to the Phoenix Force. He sticks out his hand as the Phoenix Force rests its head on Izuku's hand. Izuku feels the warmth and the connection. The answer that he got to the question he was having was yes. He's still Izuku, but now with a lot more power, a lot more knowledge and wisdom that, was given to him well before he could have enjoyed actual adolescence. Why does, thinking of a childhood crush not interest him as much? Well, from the perspective of the Phoenix Force after melding with the other wielders, Izuku also lived their lives in a sense. Well, to him, it was like he lived their life. So he experienced what they experienced. He thought it was weird when it got to the girl parts and they were hooking up with guys because he's just like, I don't want to know this. It feels weird. Because he would grab his chest when the guys would grab onto the chicks. Because, even though it's not him physically feeling it, it was like from his perspective. So it was just like nightmare fuel for him for a while. So, yeah, no. Izuku, nah. But the Phoenix, although it can't speak, it does seemingly tell Izuku that you and I, while we are one, we are still two individuals, not completely, bonded to one another. We may have combined, but we are not fused. We have not done the actual two cells becoming one. Is that possible? It is. But at your current states, no. Build your strength up more. Have your body be more in tune with the Phoenix Force. Make sure all the powers that you have been gifted by me are in check. Now, Deku would just look at the Phoenix Force as he knows it's not speaking to him, but he feels like he can understand it. The Phoenix would give him a look that Izuku would take as a, it seems that you are growing faster than I thought. As Izuku would smile, as he would exit the mindscape of the Phoenix Force cosmic realm, and when he enters back in his real form, two things are different. One, the entire place that he was, in, fire everywhere, but not burned down. The fire was just everywhere because of the wings. Two, when Izuku's eyes go back to normal and his hair, is calm, he sees that the claws, the wings, and the phoenix emblem on his body is still there. He concentrates and it takes him a while, but sure enough, the wings retract. But the claws, there's not out yet. Izuku's confused. But then something happens. An explosion off in the distance. As Izuku's just saying, come fucking on. No fucking wonder. As he sprouts out his wings again and he rushes forward, trying to see what this explosion was. Now, when he gets out there, he's surprised. Why is he surprised, you may ask? Well, it is Rappa and the barrier guy. The two have decided to, fuck up some city noise to bring out, Chimera. They don't know where exactly they live, but they know the general vicinity, so they're throwing shit, making some shit explode. Tango got some bombs. And is it Tango? Barrier dude. How about that? Just barrier dude. He's got some bombs that he would just throw and then make a barrier so he's safe. Rappa just punches shit into shit. He's just punching cars into buildings, throwing shit around. Izuku would land in front of the two. As He's just saying, so, I'm guessing you guys are looking for Chimera, right? Rappa saying, hell yeah, I want to fight him. As the barrier guy saying, yes, and we must retrieve Eri. Excuse me, due to the orders of our master Overhaul. As Izuku's just like, uh, okay then. I technically don't have a hero provisional license for this, so I'm going to end this quick. Izuku's just like, what? Not Izuku, but the two guys are just like, what? Like you could end as Izuku's already behind them with his claws through their chests and hearts. As they're like, what the? As Izuku's just saying, yeah, I don't feel like healing you guys right now. But, as he pulls the claws out of Barrier Guy as he falls dead, Izuku still has his claws inside of Rappa. As he looks at Rappa and he's saying, I get a different feeling. You don't want to follow Overhaul exactly, do you? As, Rappa coughs up blood. As when Izuku pulls back his claws, Rappa is surprised that his chest was healed. He's saying, what the? As Izuku retracts his claws, as he takes a fighting stance. I think this is the way you want to talk, right? How about this? I win, you join. I can tell you don't like Overhaul. It's as simple as that. You follow him because he has something on you, or you just keep on losing to him, I'm guessing. Rappa gets annoyed at this, but he says, ha, you're right, but fine. You want to fight? Well, let's go! As the man does his machine gun punches. Well, I'm not saying machine gun blows because that's Genos. If y'all thought I was going to say Genos, you're wrong. Now, real quick, in the Deku L reincarnation, someone says, but Light was Japanese. I was making a reference to the anime version, not the anime, but the Netflix adaptation where they made they made L black and Light, a white guy named Light Turner, okay? So, yeah. I don't know why it bothered me, but it bothered me. So now, back to the what if, as Appa being healed, he's going blah 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 blah. Multiple punches. Izuku, my guy, is matching blow for blow. It looks like that fight between All Might and the Nomu, but a lot faster. Since machine gun wrists. Rappa, his hands are like numb and multiple fractures have already, formed. As Izuku, not even breathing heavy, as Rappa's just like, incredible, kid. Oh, God, your punches hurt like hell. This is incredible. Yes, this is the fight I live for. As Izuku, he catches both of the hits, kicks Rappa in the face, knees him in the gut, and then, just because I want to, a solid uppercut to the man's, chin, sends him flying in the air for Izuku to, take a stance. Flaming wings up as he uses them for more push-off. When he jumps, wings flap, faster speed as he grabs Rappa and spin very ferociously through the air, going in a twisting drill bit almost, as he crashes down into the floor with Rappa going in head first. Rappa, on the verge of dying as Izuku heals most of his wounds. The guy, he retains consciousness as he looks at Izuku. As Izuku, he's saying, well, glad you survived the Phoenix drop. Well, I won. And I feel like you should join me now, so... He sticks out his hand to Rappa as he's saying, come on, we can beat Overhaul together. You might be useful, actually. We're looking for more powerhouses, but when it comes to brawling, I think you and Chimera can just have your fight fetishes, elsewhere. Now, Rappa laughs as he gets helped up. He looks at the barrier guy's body as he's saying, what about him? Izuku's just like, I got it. As from one of his wings, he shoots out 10 quills of fire feathers as they hit the man's body. man is turned to ash in just a matter of minutes. The two return as, Chimera, Slice, Mummy, and Dobby would wake up and they would have, heard the commotion. They would see in the videos that Izuku fought. So when Izuku was walking back with Rappa, they're not too surprised. So, yeah, they know the gist. Izuku now had recruited him. La Brava and Gentle Criminal, they're not, there yet. They're still in the League of Villains. They're the undercover people for right now. As, oh God, I'm trying to pop my back and nothing worked. Izuku, he got his people. Eri, sound sleeper, my guy. She, soundproof doors. She can't hear no noise coming outside, but there are microphones inside the room that let her call Izuku or anyone if she ever wants anything. She has free range to leave the building. It's just, you would just need one of us to go with you because of overhaul, which she's okay with. Now, here's the thing. Because Rappa was, with overhaul, he's not allowed to meet Eri or see Eri for the next 2 weeks. Rappa was just like, oh, come on, I didn't do anything to the little girl. Yes, but we have to tell her slowly and surely she will get used to you. Now, you're going to be part of our plan to take down Overhaul. Once that's done, there's no doubt in my mind she's going to open up to you really well. Till then, this is just a safety precaution. I don't want her freaking out on us. As Rappa's just like, fine, I get it. This is where something strange happens. As Slice would use her hair to wrap around Rappa's arm and pull him closer, as then she wraps herself around his arm as she's saying, come on, big guy, let's go get something to eat. Why don't you say that? As, yeah, she's kind of making Rappa her own. Beast and Mummy would be like, huh, we thought she was gay. Yeah. As, Rappa's just like, what the? Okay then. As Slice is interested on how fast his, shoulders can go back and forth with either, maybe, she thinks one finger would probably be more than enough. Hey, is that Pierre? Pierre, did you? No. Oh my God. Pierre's across the street. No, I don't think that's Pierre. It'd be my neighbor's dog. No, it's not Pierre, but it looks like Pierre. Back to the what if, I'm sorry. Izuku has something very interesting about his, stipulation with Chimera. See, Chimera, once Overhaul is taken out, Izuku offered him a mutant serum. What? We'll use Eri's DNA. She'll be older, but we'll use the quirky raising bullets to make a mutant serum for you. What? What's a mutant serum? It's something that I figured out would be best for people with mutation type of quirks. Those whose bodies are changed and they can really control it. Think of it like this. You take it, you would have a normal human form, and then you can just beast out. As Chimera's eyes, widen at this offer, and he would join. Just so you guys can understand why he's with Izuku. Now, Chimera does have this, weird dog-like feature to him that Eri does seemingly like. So, yeah, it's kind of weird because Chimera's the guard dog for Eri. Now, we'll do a time skip. It has been a month. The UA students have, been upset that Izuku left them in the dust. They have heard rumors about his agency almost being fully finished. The name has been down to 2, and Izuku hasn't picked a name yet, so he's going to have a group meeting to discuss it with everyone. No, that's not there yet. We're going to get there. Nezu, Aizawa, and the other people who supported him will be there too. Don't worry. As we now have something really fun. You see, Jean, one day after school, would happen to see Izuku. She would follow him. Where's he going? Oh, it's a bookstore. Wait. No. That, that couldn't be. What's Izuku doing with... Hold up, I'm gonna get a drink. As, you know, he sees... No, not he. Jean sees her mother. Mom. What's Deku doing with my mom? Wait, who is that? As he's... No, I said he again, my bad. It's like the same thing with the Haku thing. Jean sees there's this little girl with long white hair and red eyes with a horn on her head in between Izuku and her mom. The fuck? Who the fuck is that little girl? What's Izuku doing with my mom? Who is that? She couldn't be a sister of mine, could she? No. This is weird. She would, gently creep up as Izuku would say, "Oh, hey, there you are." Now, she thought she got caught. No. Sure enough, someone else had entered else. Now, she doesn't recognize this person at all. This woman had long black hair and blue eyes. As she sat next to Eri, as Eri hugged her, as she's saying, "Yay! Big sis is here," as she hugged her. As, Jean looks at the woman and she's saying she does look familiar, though. As, Dobby would, stroke Eri's hair as she's saying, "You do remind me of my little sister, Jean." As, she sits her down. Jean is just like, what the fuck? Coincidence. As then her mom was saying, "Listen, I'm really glad that you found a guy that likes you. And I'm really glad that he was able to fix your skin, sweetie. And I know, like, you and the heroes aren't necessarily the best of things, but I'm really glad that you seemingly are turning over to the hero side. It does a mother good to see her eldest daughter become someone so powerful and empowering." As Jean's just like, no way. Impossible. As she runs off. But Izuku, he could feel something off. Eventually, Jean didn't realize that she had dropped something. But no, she would be running off when she bumps into Chimera, and Chimera would say, "Ugh, watch it." As, she'd say sorry as she ran away. Chimera and the others would casually just walk over to the same bookstore where he would see... That's strange. He picks up a little box that said, "For Deku." Oh, interesting. As, he pockets it in his trench coat. As he'll give it to him later. He's not going to steal it. As the other members would walk in, as they're all saying, "Hi, hello, Eri." As, Rappa, he's casually, and timidly raising his hand to Eri, as Eri saying, "Uncle Rappa," as she runs over and hugs him on the leg, as he's just like, "Huh?" As Izuku's just saying, "I told you it would take a minute," and we did, convincing. Eri understands that you're here to help her, and, before we can take down Overhaul, we gotta get something straight. The Hero Association and the Hero agencies, they wouldn't want anyone like us, so we've built our own. Now, we are here on the names. I have Quirk Force Agency and then the X Corps. I honestly, for the love of God, cannot think of anything between those two, so we'll have a vote. As, Aries saying, "I like X Corps." As, Dabi saying, "Well, it sounds like kid named it." As everyone just starts nodding. Izuku's just saying, "Huh? Wait, what? You guys didn't vote. You guys are just agreeing with the vote." As then Dabi saying, "Okay, I vote X Corps." As then everyone else saying, "Okay, we vote X Corps." Shrugging their shoulders as Izuku's just, "Wait a minute. No, I spent months, debating the month of this. As, Eri would casually walk over to Izuku as she's saying, you could have just asked me. As Izuku's just like, you're a smart child. As he picks up Eri and places her on, right next to him. As they're all having their meeting. Yes, their meeting is in a bookstore. They're not going to get kicked out. It's not a library. That's why I said bookstore. Now, in their meeting, they do discuss hero agencies and all that noise. Now, Nezu, Aizawa, Hawks, and Midnight, they were there. Yes, don't worry. It was, them pretty much saying, okay, our agencies are going to, work with you if you ever need help. Alright? Alright. Well, about that, yeah? We kind of already have a thing we're planning. Fuck, Izuku! Come on! What is it? The overhaul raid. Wait, but that's what Sir Night said. Yeah, Izuku, you're not telling. You think you can? Izuku, you're wanting us to invite you to the, raid to the Chisaki's house. Why? Well, either that or we just do it ourselves. Izuku straight up tells him, though they're not the way of the vigilante, and they prefer the hero method, he knows that, hey, they're going to be targeting Eri. I have Eri. I want to protect Eri. You've met Eri. You can see that I care for this precious little one. As, Eri is just smiling, playing with, I think it was Rei. Yeah, Rei Todoroki. And she's just playing with her. The two are having this cute little granddaughter-grandma moment, which is heartwarming to her. As, yeah, I know what I said with her being big sis to Dabi and Izuku being big brother, but just we're going with it. Just hold on. As back to the story. As Izuku, he looks at everyone, and he straight up says, "We all here were, one way or another, abandoned, betrayed, thrown out, left out, neglected, or just overall fucked over by Hero Society or the world in one way or another. We just want to prove that not only are we not what they say we were, but we can do good. Aizawa, I beg you. And this is the only time, with your agency, let us help with the overhaul raid. If not, we're just gonna go in anyway." As Aizawa's just like, oh my god, Izuku. Fine. But there is one thing, and only one thing I want you to do. Okay, and what's that? Meet with Melissa Shield. She's been hounding me in class. Huh? What do you mean? She transferred over to UA recently. What? Really? Why? Well, she's in the hero course. I thought she was quirkless. Keyword was. Wait. Did Jean? No. No, nothing with One For All. She invented a serum. A serum that gave her powers. It enhanced her strength quite significantly. Really? How'd she devise that? She used some of All Might's DNA in his strength. Supposedly it's a super soldier quirk, or a super quirk. A super quirk serum. So, yeah. She has physical strength and speed equivalent to All Might, which is quite surprising, actually. It's growing quite nicely within her, too. And Izuku's saying, interesting. Didn't she get mad about me having some sort of cosmic power? So she uses science to give herself power? That's an interesting tidbit to know. Izuku would say, okay, I'll meet with her. As I was saying, good. When would you like that to happen? As Izuku's saying, I'll go here in a few hours. What do you mean? you guys live in the dorms, right? As I was saying, yeah, they're recently new. Why? Well, I'm gonna just stop by. Arzawa, Midnight, and Nezu look at Izuku, and they say, you do realize that it's gonna be late soon. I'm aware. Izuku, why going to a girl's dorm that you've not met when it's late at night? Izuku's just saying, it's not like we're gonna fuck, if that's what you're thinking. She just wants to meet me, and, well, he looks over to Dabi, who waves at him. He's saying, I still have plans with Dabi. As, they look over, and, Dabi would look away now that her and Izuku had their nice little moment, as they would sigh. Okay, we'll let her know. Nah, don't. It'd be more fun this way. Izuku, come on. Nah. She wants to see me so badly. Might as well surprise her with it. So yeah. Ow. 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 Bones popping and cracking. Now, Izuku, he goes on his date with Dabi. They have a nice little, steak dinner, a nice little movie event. Deku would drop her off at her apartment, where he gives her a kiss on the cheek. Dabi would pull him in to give him a kiss, as, she's saying, I'm a woman, man. I'm a full-grown woman, and I have my needs, so, yeah. So she would pull in Deku, and they would have a decent makeout session for about 2 minutes. After that, Izuku, after, prying himself off of Dabi, as, he's saying, okay, whew, whew. Dabi's just smiling at Izuku's just saying, can't find the words. Izuku's just saying, nope. You're just passionate, to say the very least. As, Chica goes as she closes the door. Izuku's just like, I have to go to see Melissa now. As Izuku's just saying, damn it, I gotta wait 5 minutes. As he waits 5 minutes, the blood flow is now back to normal, as then he goes off to meet Melissa. And if you don't know what that means, then oh well, I'm not gonna explain it. Look for it in the comments, I guess. As Izuku, he meets Melissa for the first time after gaining the Phoenix Force, and, well, it's kind of weirdly. Izuku just casually just goes in through her window, as Melissa, she has her headphones in, so she didn't really hear the window open. But Izuku casually just walks up behind her and sits on her bed. As he goes, as she turns around because she sees the window open and she sees her bed. And she's just like, what the? As, she takes off her headphones, saying, it's you! As she rushes towards Izuku and throws a punch. Izuku catches the fist, as he's saying, some strength. Decent. As Melissa then tries to throw another punch. Izuku catches the other punches. Izuku's just saying, well, I thought you wanted to talk, but... As Melissa would then, jump forward, trying to headbutt Izuku in the face, which Izuku's just like, damn. As he, leans back, gets his knee up to block Melissa's kick that was trying to get him, because headbutt, then a kick, as, another block. He's still holding on to Melissa, so he kind of just tosses her up in the air. And then kind of Jedi mind tricks her, so she's up in the air still. As she's saying, let me go, you bastard! Let me go! As Izuku's just like, chill. And like I said, I came to talk. But if you want to fight, then, well, we ain't gonna be meeting anytime soon, never again. As Izuku lets her fall on her bed. She gets up, flustered, and she's saying, you bastard. Why'd you come into my room? You wanted to meet me about some bullshit. Something about me being the whole cosmic overlord that's going to destroy the planet, right? Well, I got the power unchecked. Nothing really bad happening. And as you can clearly see, you can't touch me. as she's saying, "Shut up, MC Hammer," as Izuku just raises an eyebrow, as he's saying, "So because you're All Might's niece, you love old things?" As Melissa's saying, "It's a good song." Izuku saying, it was shitty at best. No, Queen is a good, no, that's a good album. No, that's bad. Their albums, my bad. As Melissa's saying, Queen's overrated. Izuku's just like, the fuck you just say, bitch? As Melissa gets up from her bed, as she stomps over to Izuku, getting right up in his face, as she's saying, Queen is overrated. As Izuku's just saying, I did not realize you suffered from dumb thought syndrome. As she's just like, the fuck? As, she jumps on Izuku, grabbing him, saying, you can't. As the door opened, Jean would walk in, and what she would see is Melissa jumping on Izuku. She's not seen Izuku in so long, as she yells, Izuku, I thought you liked me. As Izuku's just like, hold the fuck up. I know what this look like. I know this look like. As he yeets Melissa off him and like towards the wall, and he kind of has his hand up, keeping her there, and he's saying, "Okay, now I know what this look like. With me being in a room like this, and her in her PJs, and me in my now ripped shirt. This is not looking well for me." Jean had run off as tears in her eyes, and Izuku's just like, fuck. No. This was not how I thought this was going to go. As, Melissa's just saying, you bastard, let me go. Izuku's just saying, as the air around them changed, this exhale was different. It was weird. Izuku's hair flows up as it turns red. The claws protrude from between his knuckles. The wings flare out of his back as his skin takes a metallic tint to it now, too. With this dark red metallic figure seemingly bulking up and transforming before her eyes, Melissa is terrified seeing this, as Izuku saying, this is the Meta Phoenix form. He then turns into pure flaming claws, fire wings, flaming human body. He's saying, this is my infernal Phoenix body. Then he turns back to normal, and then he's saying, this is just dormant Phoenix. You know everything you need. I'm done. Say whatever you want. But just know this. You're wrong. And thanks for fucking up part of my life now. As he lets Melissa fall, as Melissa's just like, wait, what? Izuku would then open a purple flaming portal above his head as, he just casually floats in, and the portal closes. Melissa's confused. He could open portals? But then she realizes, wait, what? Jean, I thought you liked me. Jean, no. As Melissa would quickly get up and run towards Jean's room, where she's, tried to, but the whole door is encased in ice. Like, the whole room is just encased in ice as, Jean is crying. People can hear her crying. They can. Melissa feels like shit. Her roommates and the guys down in the floor below her, and they're all complaining on how cold it suddenly got around them as they would see Jean's entire door and how the ice is slowly protruding outside as they just hear her crying and wallowing. They ask what's going on, and Melissa tells them, I kind of fucked up. What happened? Izuku was in my room. What? No. He just wanted to talk, and oh my god, what did you do? I tried to attack him, and well, she came in at the wrong time, and it looked bad. And I never let Izuku explain himself to Jean because I kept on trying to hit him. And now she's locked in her room. As then you hear, "Get away!" As there go like, what the? As Melissa, full strength, breaks the door in all the eyes, because fuck it, why not? The room is empty. There's no one inside. What just happened? What just happened? As we now cut to Izuku, after he had opened his flaming portal, he goes back to the hideout. He looks at Dabi as he's saying, "I'm gonna need a favor, but can you go get your sister? I'm gonna need to talk to her." As Dabi looks at him confused. "Jean? Why?" As Izuku's just saying, "There are some things that I kinda need to figure out." As he would walk towards Beast as not Beast, but Chimera, as Chimera saying, "You good, Chief?" As saying, "Yeah," as he grabs a bottle of scotch, breaks the cap open, and proceeds to drink the whole bottle in one go. Chimera would then reach into his pocket as he's saying, "I wanted to wait to give you this, but here." As Izuku would see that it was a box from Jean, gifted to and made for him. He would ask him, how long has he had this? He would say since the meeting, which wasn't too long, so he's just saying, "Well, sorry, I didn't know when to give it to you, and now that you're bummed, I don't know what's in it, but I hope it makes you feel better. It's not from me, it's from someone. I saw it on the ground. I don't know what's going on, but meh." No. Izuku opens it, and this man was conflicted. What he saw was a watch. Why would a watch? Why a watch? Well, the watch had this special fire ice design with rubies and sapphires bedazzled around it, giving it this cool fire water balance to it. As Izuku, he's just saying, damn it. As we now cut to Dabi getting a portal open for her as she falls through. Todoroki's just like, "You get away!" Disappears as she would take Jean and go through the portal where she would see Izuku wearing the watch, which surprised her. "How did you?" As Izuku just saying, "We need to talk." As Dabi and another portal would open up, as then Jean's mom, Ray, would walk through as she's saying, "Sweetie, we really do." As then two more portals open up as Natsu and Fuyumi walk through as they're like, what just happened? As Slice and Mummy would have gone for them. As, here's where things get kind of fun. As they see their mom. Then they see Dabi and they're like, "Who is she?" As she's saying, "Hi guys," as she would then do the same thing that she did in the manga. I don't know what it was. I think it was dye removal. So she just pours the dye removal over her hair, lets it wash off as the color fades, as she wipes off more of her makeup to reveal Toya Todoroki, alive and well. And I'm ended here because cliffhanger no jutsu.